Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So as you can see by the title, I've done something based more on the engine. I've done the engine clean yesterday and some fix up I needed to do. So basically what I done was I cleaned out the oil filter. I do have a new one, but I didn't replace it as yet. The oil filter is actually over here for those who don't know the M50 or the BM engines. It's almost a little filter like the ones you get in the oil filter, the pump filters for the pool. So just simply a 30 nut over here, remove that. So I cleaned it off with some engine cleaner. The reason for that being is that it's winter now, so I'm just trying to help the motor remain consistent and helping the valves and everything, piping and that remain clear. Because in winter the oil and things does tend to be freeze up a little, so to be a little bit thicker. So yeah, just to preserve the motor is just a little something I do to preserve the motor. So yeah, that is where I'm at right now. So as you can see, I still need to put the rim on. The reason for that is the wheel was actually on the E36. Okay, so that is the front wheel I have here. So the E46 right here, I need to go, was actually going away for its dyno tune and then immediately away for spray. So as you can see, the body's not necessarily, there's no dents on the car, there's no rust on the car. I bought the car in a fairly good condition. It's just that the body's beat up in terms of the clear that it peeled off from the car. So I believe the car was resprayed. But I don't think it was such a good job because only half the car was sprayed and only half the car basically peeling. I don't think the roof was done by I don't think it was the previous owner. I think it had been the people he had purchased the car from. But yeah, the bonnet I think they had redone, and the bumper people, and I think the two fenders, or one of the fenders, because the blues or the shades of blue or purple is completely off to the rest of the car. And obviously the front of the car being the only part more so that's actually peeling. So yeah, that is where I'm at right now. The car needs to go for the dyno tune. The reason for that, the 115 still had been on here. I'd taken it off, which was actually on the other side. So the two 7 series on the front, and then I have the two 16A lines which is going to go on the back. The one is over here, they still need tires, and the second one is over here. So once I get next week of God willing, once these tires go on, I can send the car away for its dyno. Also to see what is going to be performing with the turbo, because obviously now we had changed everything on the motor and hoping that would be making a change. So I actually have the old turbo setup, which I do want to consider maybe putting on the E36, but we'll consider that. We'll see when we get to that road. Right now, for now, I'd like to start working on the E46. There's a lot I have planned for the car, but yeah, this is the E36 as well. As you can see, the tire on here is really bad, so it's not on the car quite just yet. So yeah, I need to do the tire swap. I'm just lazy, so I need to get the tire swap that over and have it fitted on the front. And yeah, then all the wheels will be on. Then what I'll simply do is I'll sand or flat the wheels down and just give it another coat. There be some places where it had taken a beating when I had fitted the tires, etc. So not me knocking or scraping the rims, but yeah. So that is what I want to do. I'm gonna keep my original wheels as well. I love keeping my wheels, so I will be keeping these set of wheels. All my wheels I do keep, so I'll be putting them away for when push comes to shove. But yeah, that being the M50 single vanos. You can see it's a single vanos. Non-vanos motors are the much older motors, so they are the ones who just have the cover over till here. Single vanos has the one noding that comes out over here, and the dual vanos will obviously have both. Would have a twin cover protruding from the panel over here. So that's how you can determine between non-vanos, single vanos, and dual vanos. Intake, standard M50 intake. Most M50 owners understand what the B20 intake is like, which is the one over here. The throttle body I changed a lot. intake has been changing a lot, injectors has been changing a lot, hence the reason these bolts and things broke off from me swapping and changing all the time. As you can see, the car still in a completely OEM state. Everything is where it should be. I had replaced it as best as I could. Cold air intake, as I mentioned, I actually removed the duct when I did the engine bay, and I opened up the engine to place these covers back on. I actually want to show you guys the venting that I made for the cold air intakes, which runs from over there to there, and also the cover that I've created from going from here down to the vent that comes actually through the kidneys, so basically over there. So that had been my cold air intake that I've taken up. In terms of my filter, as you can see, the filter system is removed. The filtering system that I have is a filter cover or a filter sheeting that I've replaced between the airflow meter and the filter cover, which is over here. I'd like to show you guys that as well. Don't feel like loosening everything up now, but yeah, that is what I do. So what I would do weekly, I'll take it out, clean it, or I'll simply cut a new fresh patch. So yeah, that is what I do. It doesn't get dirty quite often. I never really washed it. The plan was to wash it, but after a month never really gathered anything, so all I simply did was removed it and placed a new one. So I figure that's much better for me. It's a microfiber filter. Air intake is still breathing very well. How you can see is when you rev the car up, you can hear choking. This car revs up very easily. I can see it blocks out anything with even caps of sand, because I do live close to the coast, so that is my biggest concern, is sand going up in here. I also make sure to clean the covers over here, because it will always get captured in the groove, so I will constantly clean that out as well. But as you can see, where it is situated, it would be very difficult for anything to really get to there, but we obviously do want to take care of the motor. So that is where I am right now. Next week I plan to do the full service, dropping the oil sump, draining the oil, throwing some diesel in the engine, flushing it out, drop the sump, clean the sump out, reseal everything, place it back on, oil up everything, new oil filter, and yeah, then we should be going. After that, I do plan to buy a good set, a new set of plug leads, and also new plugs. So yeah, that is our preparation for winter. But that is it. I have no issues with the motor. I'm simply just doing my health checks in order to preserve the motor for me over the next 7-8 months. I do this is my daily at the moment. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. All my covers I replaced every screw I tried finding. It's very difficult finding these screws. I tried finding all my screws, place all my covers back on, all the original piping, all the covers, the shield covers that goes on the lights. I tried and placed all those back on. Finding these is really hard. As you can see, every cover is on. So yeah, that is where I am right now, keeping it OEM look, and I love it. I'm enjoying the look so far. I'm enjoying at least the build. I'm not really happy, obviously will never be content, but I'm enjoying the build, and I'm anxious to see what to do next. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, please do keep me posted. And if you guys do pick up anything that I may be done wrong, let me know. I'd like some suggestions.